It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Baker going to throw this right away. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The first carry now. This is Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Bucs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in here by Patrick.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
This will be taken at the 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to the air, Mond.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. They got 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. Ready. That's all he needed to do.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On 2nd and 9, Mon.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On the set.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Mond. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mon.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Mon going to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
An option handoff given to Harris. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mon steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mond out of the shotgun. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Mond. That's swung out wide to Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mond looks to throw.
Over the middle here to Brown.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's another carry for Harris.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Mond.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team was truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big score like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mon looks to throw on first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take, catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
On the give, this is Harris.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On the bet. On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bucs 21-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon.
And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Mayfield. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
They'll run it with Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that will make this a 4-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Back to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Mon. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Second and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Ahmad fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Take it in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield.
And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. It's brought in by Harris.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have come back to make it a 2-point game.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Mon throwing for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
8 yards to go on second down.
They hand this off to Harris. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Red, yellow. Field, black. Red, cycle.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Bond back to the air after the pick six. And he's going to drop this down at Harris, middle of the field.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Bond. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Bond going to throw it.
Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Now Mon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, here's Mon. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Williams. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Up and good for Santoso, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Okay, ready?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Mon looks to throw.
Being chased out left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Mon.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond.
Flushed out right. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They give it to Williams, running right. Shifts by him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Again, it's Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Right where the set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
4th down. Mon. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Mon. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Come on, set. Get you here. Crack shot.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bass on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Buccaneers 45, Chiefs 33.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We're partnered under the lights in prime time this this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
But Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Buccaneers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.